All right. Today we're continuing the short squeeze in SPY and we're starting to reach the upper price targets. And I do think there's a great chance these upper targets could lead to a deep pullback, especially to fill this gap below. So you will want to pay very close attention to these next two targets. Now flipping this over to a weekly chart, if we go too much higher past the 450s, then we're breaking the March 2022 highs and we're likely retesting the previous all-time highs in the 470s. So it's very important looking at this daily chart, you pay very close attention to this critical resistance zone in the 450s, and I have targets at 451 and 453. Now, I think a lot of this is a short squeeze, and I talked about this last night that this was a bull breakout after CPI data. And when you get these bull breakouts, you're going to get a lot of short sellers who were shorting the market, especially because they look like we had a double top, who now realize the double top is invalidated and they start to cover their shorts. And then you have new short sellers piling in that are also getting squeezed out as well. So I don't necessarily think we're getting a lot of organic buying, meaning I don't think new buyers are coming into the market. I think we're still in the phase of squeezing out the bears, and that is pushing prices higher. Now we could get new buyers if we get a pullback yet again, possibly even to fill the gap and then continue higher. Then we are likely getting new buyers in this market, and that is going to be the catalyst that pushes us to retest the previous all-time highs. So in the very short term, I do think this is mostly short squeezing, and we are coming into two very critical resistance zones at the price targets. And I continue to tell you, it's just a lot easier time if you realize this is a bull trend until it's not. So as long as we're forming higher lows and higher highs, the path of least resistance is still higher. I'm not putting any limitations on how high we can go. I'm telling you right now it's possible we retest the previous all-time highs, but I'm not necessarily saying we have to. I'm just telling you as long as we have the bull trend, there's a very good chance we do. However, respect this critical resistance zone above. To the downside, we're looking for support right at the breakout between 443 and 444. And as long as we continue to put in higher lows and higher highs, we still have this bull trend. And the lower low at this point is going to require a breakdown below 438 to 436. On the NASDAQ 100 triple Qs, we were up 1.7% today and we gapped up yet again. So we continue to short squeeze outside the upper Bollinger Band, and the short squeeze was on that break above 372. Now above 372, I think there's a great chance we're heading to about 393. But again, just like SPY, there's a chance this is just a short squeeze. And then we come all the way down here and fill these gaps to the downside, establish another higher low, and then see if we have buyers to push us to the higher targets. Not making any predictions, I'm just giving you a possible scenario so that you know even if we do start to pull back after the short squeeze, it's not necessarily bearish as long as we hold these critical support zones. And on the triple Qs, that's going to be 365. So as long as support is held, all is well and fine, and we still have the bull trend, which means we could push to higher prices. And no, I am not ruling out the possibility we just go straight to that target and then fill these gaps at a later date. So on the triple Qs, you're bullish above 370 to 372, even though in the short term, we could see a little backing and filling of some of these gaps below. On the Dow Jones, we were up 0.08% today, so the Dow Jones decided not to participate in the rally, and that's because we found resistance right around that level at 345, and we have gaps to fill below right around 343 and 339. We need to break through resistance between 345 and 346, and then we'll likely start pushing higher into the 350s. Critical support is still down here at 341 and the gap fill at 343. On the Russell 2000 IWM ETF, we were up 0.81% and we made yet another higher high outside the upper Bollinger Band, and we still have the gap to fill down here at 190, and we're bullish as long as we're above the breakout at 188. The next upside targets are 195 and then 198, and if we get a pullback, we're looking for support right around that gap fill at 190. On the VIX, we were up 0.37% today, and the VIX is showing a hammer candle down here. However, the VIX is still below 15, and we're really not looking for any catalyst in fear of volatility unless the VIX can spike back out above 15. And it does look like this prediction is going to end up being wrong because we are getting these bullish breakouts. On Bitcoin, we're currently up about 2.6%. Bitcoin is still in this bull flag, trying to break out currently above 31,000. And whether or not it does is going to be very obvious because we're going to see it in the price. If we could break through this resistance, this is a bull flag breakout, and that means we could reach my next price target higher at 35,000, and you can stay bullish above the support at 29,500. On Apple stock, we were up 0.41% today, and Apple's price action is back above all the moving averages and holding that breakout back over 190. So you're looking for resistance at 192 and 194. And if we continue to push higher in this bull trend, I have the price target above just below 198. So jumping back over to the S&P 500, this is obviously a bull trend, which is very evident by the price action, and I continue to tell you it's a bull trend until it's not. So if you want to get bearish, you need to manage your risk at these critical risk levels above, which are between 451 and 453. And if we break through those, we will be looking for a retest of the previous all-time high. It's a bull trend until it's not. Let the price action do all the talking, and remember the trend is your friend, and always manage your risk when you're trading. Never take on too much risk on any one trade, and then you will start becoming a profitable trader. You can still get 50% off 1 month of bank trade alerts or the Stocks Channel Discord simply by claiming the coupon code FREEDOM at checkout, and you can find out more information by clicking on the links below. So thank you for watching, everybody. I hope you're crushing this market, and as always, I will see you in the next episode.